What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your Igcse, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
Alright, okay, welcome back my NextGen family. Today we will be going through the first half of this paper, October 2023, paper 2-2. Okay, I'll go straight into question 1. Okay, question 1A. A straight line passes through the points 423, negative 829. Find the points of intersection P of this line with the line y equals to 2x plus 5. Okay, so this I think is a pretty easy question. You need to first find the straight line that passes through these 2 points. Okay, this is equation number 1. Then equation number 2 is the equation that they give you here. Okay, so y equals 2x plus 5 and this line. Okay, let's start with this 423. Okay, 423 and negative 829. Okay, we need to start with what? Gradient. Okay, gradient y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 29 minus 23 over minus 8 minus 4. Your gradient, you get negative 1 over 2. Then we will use the formula y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Just select any point. Okay, I will choose 423 and use the m equals to negative 1 over 2. So y minus 23 equals to negative 1 over 2 x minus 4. Simplify it. Negative 1 over 2x plus 2. Y is equals to negative 1 over 2x plus 25. Again, this one is just personal preference. I like to write it into gradient form, which is y equals mx plus c. Okay, so I got this first equation here. The other equation that was given to me is y equals to 2x plus 5. Okay, so I got these two equations. Let's call this equation 1, equation 2. Then we are going to do simultaneous equation. Substitute 1 into 2. Okay, why we do substitution? Because the keyword is point of intersection. Point of intersection means you equate both the equation together. Okay, then we'll do 2x plus 5 equals to negative 1 over 2x plus 25. Okay, I bring all the x to one side. So 2x plus 1 over 2x, 25 minus 5. You get 5 over 2x equals to 20. X is equals to 8. Okay, very good. X equals to 8. After we find x already, we need to find y. Okay, just substitute into any of the equation, whichever that you like. Okay, for me, I like equation 2. Why equation 2? Plus only, right? Okay, so substitute x into 2. Okay, so let's see what we get. Y equals to 2 times 8 plus 5. Okay, you get y equals to 21. All right, when they ask you to put it in a point, don't just leave it like this. Point P, I want you all to present it like this. Okay, every time when they say the word point is bracket x comma y bracket. Remember the term. Okay, point. So we leave it like this. Okay, B, find the distance of P from the origin. 2 marks question only. So if I want to draw it out, this is for you all to visualize it. Let's say you got this point 8, 21. This is point P. How can we find the distance from origin to here? We are going to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, we can just use x, y. So x squared plus y squared equals to length squared. Okay, so let's call this length. So length squared equals to 8 squared plus 21 squared. You can also do the 8 minus 0 bracket square minus 21 minus 0 square but still the same thing lah. Okay, so here you will get 505, and L equals to square root 505. Cert 505. You can leave it as cert 505, or let's see in your calculator, you will get 22.5. Okay, Repata said, is it just magnitude? Yeah. Magnitude, length is a magnitude. So x and y, just remember, is if you want to put it into vector form, x distance and y distance is the vector form. Then when we refer to length, because length don't have direction, that's why same formula as magnitude. Is it okay if you put units at the end? No, not okay. We got units. Don't put anything extra. Okay, for mathematics, units important. For add math, units not important. Okay, so don't go and write extra things. No minus mark. What do you write behind? Meter square or unit square or units? Okay, they never specify lah, but don't write it lah. Don't write it. Okay, just write 22.5. Okay, if you're all okay for question 1, can you type 1 in the chat? I think this I shouldn't have any problem, right? In fact, it looks like a math question like that. Okay, this one warm up only. Okay, all 111. Let's go. Question 2. Find the non-zero value of k for which the line y equals to negative 2x minus 6k minus 1 is a tangent to the curve y equals to x bracket x plus 2k. All right. What is this in your textbook? You just refer so that y'all can refer to it later.
Sir, we can't hear you.
Okay, right now, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to let me know because I think my mic has some problem. The past few days, yeah, it looks like I need to get a new mic. Okay, now I'm using my headphone mic. So if you all cannot hear me, is it okay? The sound? Okay, okay. All right. Okay, I repeat again. Okay, for this type of question, 2 main steps. First one, simultaneous equation. Take it to ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Then b squared minus 4ac. All right. Let's do this first. We call this equation 1, equation 2. Okay, I'm going to do my simultaneous equation first. Substitute 2 into 1. X plus 2k equals to minus 2x minus 6k minus 1. Open up the bracket. X squared plus 2kx. Okay, I bring everything to the left-hand side also. So here will become plus 2x plus 6k plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, I want to write it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So let's factorize the x out. X squared plus 2k plus 2x plus. Okay, you can just put a bracket here so we can see what's the c value. Okay, so a, b, and c. This is your ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, so step 1, we have achieved it. Step 2, now because they say it's tangent, tangent means b squared minus 4ac equals to 0 because the line and the curve, it touches at one point only. Okay, like this. It touches at one point. So this is a relationship. So we substitute into the equation here. 2k plus 2 squared minus 4ac equals to 0. 2k plus 2 square, let's open up the bracket. 4k square plus 8k plus 4 minus 24k minus 4 equals to 0. Let's solve for this one here. You will get 4k square. You got 8k minus 24k. Then you got plus 4 minus 4. Plus 4 and minus 4 will cancel off. Plus 8k minus 24k, you'll get minus 16k equals to 0. Okay, then what can you do here? You can divide the whole thing by 4. Okay, for this type of question, be careful. Okay, you have, by right now, the proper working, you cannot divide it by k. Okay, you gotta remember this, whenever you do quadratic or cubic type of equation, don't go and divide the x or the k, the whatever variable that you have. The proper way is actually to do this. You factorize. You factorize this, then k minus 4. Hello. Okay, can you hear me? I got disconnected, right? Okay, something is wrong with the internet today also. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. Okay, so back to here again. Okay, when we do this, you have to factorize it instead of dividing it by k. Okay, this is the proper way. Okay, you also got disconnected. Or is it only me? Only me, right? Okay, so here, k is equals to 0, then k is equals to 4. So this will be the answer. They say they want the non-zero value of k. So by right, you just show both the answer. Okay, this one actually don't need, you don't need to reject it also, but you just show this one. Okay, all good. Type 2 in the chat for this. You reject it also, don't worry. This one nothing, not so serious. Okay, let's go to question 3. Okay, question 3. Do not use a calculator in this question, so take out your calculator. You all go type it in. Okay, you use calculator to check. Okay, check your answer. So, a cylinder has base radius. A cylinder radius 2 plus sub 3 and volume pi 16 plus 9 sub 3. Find the exact value of its height, giving your answer in its simplest form. Okay, so when they say exact value means you will have some sort of cert. Okay, cert or pi, we need to leave it in the form. Okay, let's write down what's the cylinder first. Volume of cylinder. Okay, this is a cylinder. So from mathematics, you should know that your volume of cylinder is pi r square height. Okay, pi r square height. So they are saying that volume of cylinder, which they give you here, pi 16 plus 9 sub 3, then we fit in the radius here, we find the height over here. Okay, I will interchange both sides with each other. So I'll just write here pi r 2 plus sub 3 square h equals to pi 16 plus 9 sub 3. Okay, why I put like this? Because I want the h to be on the left hand side. Okay, divide the whole left side. We move it to the right hand side. So h is equals to pi 16 plus 9 sub 3 over pi 2 plus sub 3 squared. Okay, this and this cancel off. Okay, this one we don't do the rationalize yet. Let's do the square here first. Okay, what's 2 plus sub 3 square? And go and expand it. So 16 plus 9 sub 3, 2 plus sub 3 square, 4 plus 4 sub 3 plus 3. So you get 16 plus 9 sub 3 over 7 plus 4 sub 3. Okay, then in this step, we are going to do rationalize the denominator. So you are going to multiply by the conjugate sub, which is the opposite symbol of the denominator. Okay, why? What's the logic behind? Because a plus b times a minus b is equals to a squared minus b squared. And when we square a square root, the square root will disappear. So on the top, your denominator, yeah, it's for difference of 2 squared. Okay, what do you get on the top? 16 times 7, 112 minus 64 third 3 plus 63 third 3 minus 108. Okay, at the bottom, here you get, this is what you will get. So 7 square plus minus 4 third 3 square. Okay, then here will be 49. 16 times 3 minus 48, which is equal to 1. You put it in fraction form, as in just put it over it. Same also lah. Same thing. Okay, so here, simplify the top, the bottom, nothing already, right? So just 112 minus 108, you get 4, 64 minus 63, 1. So here would be 1 third 3. If you are good, type a 3 in the chat. Okay, some of you, I think, because according to the mark scheme, another way that some students do, you'll go and multiply the square of this. It means you go and, from here, you go and rationalize already. Also can actually, you all can go and try, but I prefer not to. Okay, so you can go and multiply by 2 minus 3 square. The square root, the third will disappear as well. Okay, let's go to question 4 right now. Solve the following equation. Ex plus 1 square over square root e to the power x equals to 10. Okay, we need to use our knowledge on indices first. So let's solve the left-hand side first. Okay, e to the power of x plus 1. How do we expand this? This, multiply, okay? Not just the last one. So here you get e to the power of 2x plus 2 over, okay, e to the power square root. This one will be e to the power of 1 over 2x. So these are knowledge on indices. Okay, since it's divide, we can minus the power. Okay, e to the power of 2x plus 2 minus 1 over 2x. 2x minus 1 over 2, we'll get e to the power of 3 over 2x plus 2 equals to 10. Once you have reached here, we need to bring the unknown down. We do inverse exponential, which is ln. So 3 over 2x plus 2 equals to ln 10. 3 over 2x equals to minus 2 plus ln 10. And you will get x equals to 2 over 3 minus 2 plus ln 10. Okay, if you write it in a different form and same thing also, all is okay. You want to open up the bracket, also can. You want to change it to decimal place, also can. Okay, you should get, this one is 0.202 if you write it in decimal place. Okay, next one. Question B. 2 log 9y minus log 9 4y minus 9 equals to 1 over 2. What do we do over here? See on the left-hand side, okay, there are a few ways that you can do it. You can make both sides log 9 appear. Let me see also log 9 appear. Or you can just simplify the left-hand side first, okay? Because this one all is already log 9. So for me to join the left-hand side together, I need to bring this 2 up first to power. So here it become log 9y squared minus log 9 4y minus 9 equals to 1 over 2. Okay, minus will become divide. So we already as log 9 y squared over 4y minus 9 equals to 1 over 2. Then from here, we're going to do log form to index form. Okay, log to index form. This is how I remember. This is your base. This is your power. This one I call whatever. So the form will always be like this. Base, power equals whatever. This is how I remember it. You just need to remember the structure of it, the position of it. So here will become 9 to the power of 1 over 2 equals to y squared over 4y minus 9. Okay, then here will become 3. Okay, I want to make it the one line, so I 9, 1 over 2 will become 3. Then I multiply this 4y minus 9 up equals to y squared. Then I want to 132, right? Yeah, I thought you all last time, right? 132. Okay, then here you will get 12y minus 27 equals to y squared. Bring everything to the right hand side. Y squared minus 12y plus 27 equals to 0. Okay, I'll explain to you what's the 132. Okay, y minus 3, y minus 9 equals to 0. Y equals to 3, y equals to 9. Okay, what is 132? Okay, 132. We haven't gone into our log hot topical past year question, right? Okay, so last time when I first taught this log form to index form and index form to log form, I tell those students that you all just remember this number 132. Okay, what is 132? So if you want to change between log form and index form, so log, okay, let's say you got wait, let me just put a to the power of b equals to c. Okay, so here I remember it as how you change it, right? This will become log a c equals to b. Okay, you need to remember how to interchange between both of it. So this I remember as like that. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Base power equals whatever. This is just now what I was mentioning. Base power equals whatever. So when I change it to log form, it will be 1, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3 will become 1, 3, 2. Base power whatever. Okay, but you all just stick with the method that you all understand. Okay, because this one that time I keep repeating it over and over again. So some of you remember that number 132. 132. Always remember base power whatever. The whatever is the proper term is called an argument. Okay, it's not called whatever. It's just that it's easy for me to say. Because argument, those who like to argue always say like, yeah, whatever, right? Okay, last time my teacher taught me to remember like that. That's how I remember it. Okay, so base power equals whatever. The whatever is your argument. So index form to log form. Okay, if you all are good, type 5 in the chat. Type 4, this question 4. Yeah, I think this paper honestly is very, very easy. Right, I think, yeah, I also don't know why. Okay, question 5a. Find the equation of the normal to the curve y equals to x cubed minus 10x squared plus 12x minus 5 at the point 1, 1. Yeah, 1, 2 was the paper 1 was the hard one, right? Okay, so what do we want to find? Equation of normal to the curve at the point 1, 1. So that means I have a curve. Okay, I have some sort of curve. 1, 2 easier than this. Wow, I found it. This one way easier. Okay, so here, what is equation of normal? So let's just say we got one point out here called 1, 1. I've got a tangent here, and then I have a normal. Okay, what do I need to find first? Okay, she just said find gradient dy over dx of the tangent line. Okay, very good. So we need to find gradient of tangent first. That's the first step. Gradient of tangent, which is the green color line. And how do we find gradient of tangent? Since this is a curve, we need to use dy over dx. So dy over dx is equals to 3x squared minus 14x plus 12. After this, we are going to substitute x equals to 1. Okay, so at x equals to 1, your gradient of the tangent is equals to 3 times 1 squared minus 14 times 1 plus 12. Your gradient is equals to 1. Okay, second one, okay, maybe I just write a gradient of tangent and normal. Then you write so many steps. How do we find? This is gradient of tangent. Gradient of normal will be negative reciprocal. So here is negative 1. Now, step 2, we are going to find the equation of the normal. So let's just use y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Okay, we got the point 1, 1 and the normal negative 1. So y minus 1 equals to negative 1 x minus 1. Here you get negative x plus 1, y equals to negative x plus 2. This is the equation of normal. Okay, next one. Find the x-coordinate of the 2 points where the normal cuts the curve again. Give your answer in the form x plus minus square root b, where a and b are integers. What's the first step that you're going to do for this? X-coordinate of the 2 points where the normal cuts the curve again. So I have this normal here. Okay, this is my normal. We want to see where it cuts again. So probably around here. Okay, I decide I just simply draw the graph. Maybe the normal, right? It cuts again like that. Okay, like that. So we want to find where exactly it cuts again. We got when it cuts means intersect. Intersect means we do simultaneous equation. So let's do a simultaneous equation here. We write down equation of normal first, which is y equals to negative x plus 2, what we found in the previous question. And then the equation of the curve, y equals to x cubed minus 7x squared plus 12x minus 5. Okay, I'm going to do a simultaneous equation. So sub 2 into 1, x cubed minus 7x squared plus 12x minus 5 equals to negative x plus 2. Okay, bring it all to the left-hand side so we can form a cubic equation here. So x cubed minus 7x squared plus 13x minus 7 equals to 0. What do we do over here? So this is a cubic equation we want to solve. Okay, so solving of cubic equation, this is going to your chapter 4, chapter 5, factor and polynomials and solving of equation. So I want you all to remember every time you all see a cubic equation and they ask you to solve it, meaning you want to find some sort of x, the step that you're gonna show, you show long division. Okay, don't use there's actually another step where you go and cross multiply it out. Okay, why we use long division, even though the mark scheme never says, mark scheme here every time they a bit vague one. Whether they give you the marks, that one I don't know. But normally they will give like 1 mark. Okay, so we just stick with long division whenever you all do cubic equation. Okay, so let's do long division here. Another thing also, they gave us the first factor already. Okay, what I do normally I just use calculator cheat first. Okay, so everyone go to your calculator, go and type the equation. You go to polynomial, you solve degree 3, then go into the cubic equation. Find the solution first, then only you show your presentation. So 1 minus 7, 13, and minus 7. Okay, you'll see on your calculator, they will give you they'll give you 3 answers. So what I'll do, to avoid me from making a mistake, I always write the answer somewhere at the side first. So x1, I got 4.414, x2, 1.58, okay, about 1.56, then x3 is 1. Okay, we will start with that 1 first because you look here, they gave us a 0.11, right? So how do I put 1? You are going to divide this cubic equation by x minus 1, since 1 is a factor. Okay, so we're going to do next part here, a long division. Divide it by x minus 1. X cubed. Do you need to use factor theorem? Okay, you can, but in this case, don't need because on top they already give you. They already told you what 1 is one of the solution already. Okay, so here x cubed minus 7x squared plus 13x minus 7 over x minus 1. Okay, let's do a long division here. So you get x squared, x cubed minus x squared. I like to put a minus here. Minus 7 minus 1 minus 6x squared plus 13x. Next one, minus 6x minus 6x squared plus 6x. Put a minus here. Then 13 minus 6x, 7x minus 7. This one we write plus 7. So x squared minus 6x plus 7. X squared minus 6x plus 7 equals to 0. Okay, so since they want us to put it into this form, this form here, when we solve quadratic, two main ways. Either you factorize it. Factorize is for rational numbers. Okay, when your numbers are very nice. This one, not so nice one, we use quadratic formula. Okay, so the next part here is use quadratic formula. Okay, what's your A, B, and C? A is equals to 1, B equals to negative 6, C equals to 7. So x equals to negative 6 plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Simplify it. 6 plus minus, okay, let's see what you get in the bracket here. 6 squared minus 4 times 7, 8 over 2. Okay, show some sort of working, okay? You can use your calculator, but at least show some sort of working. So here you will get 6 plus minus 2 sub 2 over 2, and you'll get 3 plus minus sub 2. Then you use your calculator, you just double check it. 3 plus sub 2, is it the same value as what the calculator gave me? 4.414. Okay, correct. And 3 minus sub 2, change it to decimal place, 1.586. Okay, correct. So this 2 is correct already. Okay, so always leverage on your calculator. Okay, if you are okay, type a 5 in the chat. We go through one more question. Next week we will save the remainder 7, 8, 9, 10 for next week. Because I think this first half is pretty easy. Okay? The rest of you? Okay? All right, let's go to question 6. Find the exact value of this integration. How do we integrate this? Okay, can we integrate this straight away? And all right, okay, at your level right now, we don't know how to do. Next time, you all will be learning this thing called integration by parts. Next year already. Actually, is it next year? In fact, some of you will start A levels early already, right? Okay, so you all need to start learning. You all can go and learn all these things right after IGCSE. Go and find out all these things, because I always tell students, don't wait until you go college. You can actually go and get the books, go and learn a little bit also. Okay, yes, the first thing, very good, Rasha. Okay, you need to expand it first. So expand the top part, x plus 2 squared, you will get x squared plus 4x plus 4 over x dx. Okay, then we will, one by one, you divide it. Okay, do I teach A level at maths? Starting soon. Okay, maybe your, okay, last time teacher used to teach a lot, but because of my schedule, it's so packed right now. And yeah, you all finish IGCSE first, then you all message me after IG. Okay, who here trying to do A levels? Marvin, Xinian. Okay, Zishan. Wow, A level math and further math. Okay, Rebata also. A level, what's FM? Plan to do. Okay, further math. Last time I also did further math. Yeah, I got your whole class going to the same college. Wow, which college? Oh, further math. Okay. MCKL. Okay, very, yeah. I got a lot of students from there also. Okay, so right now, yeah, teacher just share your teacher did A-level further math, right? I did until cry, really cry. Okay, my entire last semester, I didn't study any other subject except one subject only, which is further math. But really, thank God, this one I got A star for math and further math. Okay, anyway, that's why I only can teach you all here right now. Okay, so we simplify it first. X plus 4 over x dx. Okay, we are gonna simplify it. Integrate it. So here now you'll get 1 over 2x squared plus 4x. Okay, 4 over x is 4 ln x. I teach it level further math. This one, maybe I get my lecturer to teach you all. Actually, so last time my lecturer who taught me during my college days, he's actually now the head of mathematics in Chempaka. Any of you here from Chempaka? Not in this class, right? Hey, wait. No heng, no heng. So he's my sifu. So no heng over here, and they got one more Sanjeevan, right? Okay, so that one is the grandfather of mathematics. Okay, then we substitute inside. What we get here, you will get 9 over 2 plus 12 plus 4 ln 3. Okay, no problem, Sanjay. Later I'll just send this recording to you. Okay, 4 over 2 plus 8 plus 4 ln 2. Okay, just add it up. 13 over 2 plus 4 ln 3 over 2. Okay? All good? Okay, if all good until here, just type a 6. Okay, especially y'all, we'll just stop here first because there are some things I want to go through with y'all for today. You put 81 over 16. Which one?
It's like 3 to the power of 4 is 18, then 2 to the power of 4 is 16. So like I put it in that form.
Oh, okay. Can also.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we will stop here first for this first part. I think this paper relatively easy, right? This first half. Okay, so the next class we will continue on the second half. And I will stop here first. All right. Okay, what's up, my next gen fam? We are going to continue our second part of ON 2023 paper 2-2. Okay, we're going to continue from question 7 onwards, where we left off from our previous discussion. Okay, question 7a. A particle is traveling in a straight line. Its displacement s meters from the origin at time t is given by s equals to 1 minus 5 e 2t plus 2e negative 2t minus t. Find expression for the velocity and acceleration of the particle. Okay, who are we going to find when we do this topic on kinematics? Okay, we're going to find our favorite teacher, right? Our favorite speed teacher. His name is Mr. Siva. Okay, why is he Mr. Siva? Because SVA. Okay, displacement, velocity, acceleration. When you differentiate down in terms of t, displacement will become velocity, velocity will become acceleration. Okay, Mr. Siva also taught us that if you want to go backwards, you will integrate it. Okay, and we integrate in terms of t. Another thing for this chapter, if in the case of trigo, okay, you've got trigo for kinematics, what do you need to do first? Change it to radian mode. Okay, so you all just have all these things in your mind first so that you don't like do halfway then like doubt your answer. Okay, so let us find what is V first. Okay, V is ds over dt. So I'm going to differentiate this. F is displacement. So what is the exponential? Our differentiation for exponential. So if y equals to e to the power of a function, dy over dx is you differentiate, then multiply by the original function. Okay, this I write it in terms of t lah, okay, because this one should be t, dy over dt. So e to the power of 2t, 2t, you differentiate, you get 2. So 1.5 times 2e 2t plus 2 times negative 2e negative 2t minus 1. Okay, you don't have to write it until like this. You can straight away write the answer also can. 3e power 2t minus 4e negative 2t minus 1. Okay, this is your v value. Okay, what is your a? A, you're going to differentiate your v. So dv over dt. This part here, you all double check, triple check, because if this part here wrong, this part here wrong, the next part also all wrong. Okay, be very, very careful. So here, differentiate v, you will get, yeah, I just straight away find the a value. So a is equals to 6e power 2t plus 8e negative 2t. Why did I put the negative 1? Because you differentiate negative t. Negative t, when you differentiate, you get 1. You put d square, also can. Actually, they don't really care about this one. This one is, I just show you all. Okay? Main thing is, you'll get here and here. Need the -1. Okay, the -1, it is necessary. All right, question B. Find the time t seconds when the particle is at rest. Keyword, at rest. What is at rest? V equals to 0. Very good. Okay, another thing, what also is V equals to 0? When does the particle rest? What is the scenario for kinematics? This one just in case, if they ask you about distance, but in these questions here don't have. Okay, we're gonna say, when it turns, very good. So, changes direction. So, V is equals to 0, got two meaning. One is at rest. At rest also means reverse direction. Why we need to know this reverse direction one? Because the hardest type of question for kinematics is when they ask you to find the distance. That is the hardest already. Kinematics is actually not very hard. Just few things they will ask you only. If they ask you about distance, then you remember you all gotta draw the line, right? Then draw down the path at different timing. So V equals to 0. What's V? 3e power 2t minus 4e negative 2t minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, if you all cannot see this specific equation, what you can do, you let e power 2t equals to an alphabet first. Okay, easier for you to see. But you all need to start to recognize the form already. You all see here, 2t negative 2t. This is a complex quadratic equation. Where was this from, right? The complex quadratic equation, you all go refer back in the notes, your textbook also, the log part, okay, log and exponential, that chapter, the very, very last part. Actually, there are certain forms that you all need to learn how to identify to convert it to complex quadratic equation. Okay? Good, Okay, so e to the power of 2t, e to the power of negative 2t. Okay, if you cannot see this, you have to write it like that first. 3e power 2t minus 4 over e to the power of 2t minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, power negative is over something. Okay, I don't like to do it like this, so I will do this. Let e to the power of 2t equals to, okay, what's your favorite alphabet? Let's say M, okay, because M for Marvin. Okay, so here, 3m minus 4 over m minus 1 equals to 0. Then what we're going to do, multiply this by m. 3m squared minus 4 minus m equals to 0. 3m squared minus m minus 4 equals to 0. Where we'll get 3m minus 4, m plus 1 equals to 0. So you can go and find until m equals to 4 over 3, m equals to negative 1. Now, we have solved this quadratic equation already. Change it back to power e to the power of 2t. Okay, so e to the power of 2t equals to 4 over 3. E to the power of 2t equals to negative 1. How to solve e? E, you will inverse ln. So 2t is ln 4 over 3. T equals to 1 over 2 ln 4 over 3. Okay, is this the only answer? You all can write this in the decimal also, but I prefer to just leave it like this, 1 over 2 ln 4 over 3. Okay, you go and try for this one. Can you ln a negative? Okay, can you ln a negative? Then all right. Okay, so you all also have to learn how to identify. You see, right, when your exponential and ln, when we solve exponential and ln type of question, you need to have the exponential and ln visualization in your head already. How does the exponential graph look like? Like this, right? Exponential graph. Okay, like that. All the values, the y values is above the graph. You see, now my y is negative 1, so there's no such thing. All right? So this one, Okay, but even if you don't know this, you go and do the normal way, you'll get a math error. So you need to reject this. So your final answer will just be 1 over 2 ln 4 over 3. Last one. Question C. Find the acceleration of the particle at time t seconds. Okay, what is this t seconds? If you leave it as ln 4 over 3 over 2, same thing. You convert it to decimal, also can. Okay, decimal will be 0.144. Okay, if you write it in this decimal, 144. Okay, needs to be 3 significant figure, cannot be 2 significant figure. They will minus your mark. Yeah, okay, so T, this T, they are referring to the previous question. So you see this capital T, right? They say find the time T seconds. So whichever that you all use, if you use the decimal, then you stick with the decimal, you just substitute into your A value. So A, 6E, 2, 1 over 2 ln 4 over 3 plus 8E, negative 2, 1 over 2 ln 4 over 3. Okay, what I like to do, instead of keep writing it, then I just keep it as the answer first. Then you just type 6E power 2 times answer plus 8E negative 2, then times the answer. You get 8 plus 6 here, and then you get 14. Okay, for those who use the decimal place also, my advice is try to use whatever that is given to you on the calculator, right? Because it's an irrational number, right? So you continue from there. Okay, you write as 144, but in the calculator, you use calculator value. Yes, that's what you should be doing. You're absolutely right. Okay, all good. I think this is a pretty simple question. Question 7, if you all are good, type 7 in the chat. If you got any question, please write down your question. Okay, so for those who are new here, if I want you all to take note, the only thing for kinematics, right? Kinematics type of question that is, I think, a little bit hard. Okay, number one, you need to know all your differentiation and integration first. That's the baseline. The only thing, you all go and find the past year paper when they ask you to find about distance. Okay, those who have been here and went through the class also, okay, distance one, I think is the hardest type of question already, because you need to go and check for few values. And they won't ask you to check. Distance, you need to check when your v equals to 0, what is the t value. Okay, we just go back. Later on, okay, when we come across when we do the topical revision, our hot topical revision on kinematics, we will come across this one. But if you all are revising by yourself, please take note of this question. All right, let's go to question 8. A curve has equation y equals to x sine 2x. Find dy over dx. Okay, let's determine first. What kind of differentiation do we do over here? X sine 2x. A function multiplied by a function. This is u, this is v. Product rule, very good. Okay, so we need to determine what rule we use first. First step wrong, entire thing will be wrong. So u is equals to x, v equals to sine 2x. U prime 1, v prime. Okay, what is sine 2x? We use the acronym S, C, negative S, negative C. Okay, remember? When you go down, you differentiate it. Okay, dy over dx. When you go up, you integrate this. So when I differentiate sine, I'll get cos. When I differentiate cos, I'll get negative sine. Differentiate negative sine, I'll get negative cos, and the cycle goes on and on. Integration is just the other way around. If you memorize the textbook way, I feel for myself also, right, it's a bit confusing. So that's why I just come out with this acronym, much easier. So if you got sine 2x, if you got a value inside, you're going to differentiate whatever that's inside and multiply it out. So here you'll get 2 cos 2x. Formula of dy over dx, uv prime plus vu prime. So you get x, 2 cos 2x plus sine 2x multiplied by 1. You can just write it as 2x cos 2x plus sine 2x. Okay, 2 marks. Don't go and solve it or anything. Okay, don't go and factorize it also. In fact, actually here also, I think they give you the marks already. They give you full marks already. Okay, next one. Find the equation of tangent at x equals to pi over 4. Okay, the first application, if you all go to use your textbook, the first application for differentiation that we learn is equation of tangent and equation of normal. Okay, what are the steps for equation of tangent? Okay, we need to think. Tangent, okay, tangent it is, okay, Sajid, why is it not cos square 2x when I expand? Which one? This one? This x cannot multiply with inside here. This is the angle. This is not an angle. This is just a value outside. This is like x is like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. The value inside, you cannot just, it doesn't make sense to multiply inside. This is an angle. Okay? So equation of tangent, what's the first thing we want to find? Your gradient, right? Then you put into equation of a line. Okay, wait, here we still need one more thing. So we need an m, we need a point. So always keep this in mind first. Any line type of equation, we need gradient, we need a point. Okay, let's call this x1, y1. Then we substitute into y minus y1, mx minus x1. Gradient of a curve, we will use dy over dx. Okay, so let's do the first thing. We have our dy over dx. Now they say at x equals to pi over 4, right? So at x equals to pi over 4, we got the general equation for the dy over dx already. So let's do here dy over dx, 2 times pi over 4 cos 2 pi over 4 plus sine 2 pi over 4. Okay, can you all change it to radian mode first? Because this we are putting a radian value inside. Whenever you see got pi or some constant value, it will be radian already. So take note every time when you do trigo, if got the degree, if it's degree, then got this small circle at the top right there. Okay, what will you get here? Just type the whole thing in the calculator. It is 1 plus 0. So your gradient is equals to 1. Okay, then I need to find my y value. So y, I substitute it back to the equation. Pi over 4 sine 2 times pi over 4. Okay, this time just be very careful when you type in the calculator. You need to know how your calculator operates, depending which calculator you are using. Okay, whether the black one, this white one, 570EX, because they got different way of processing it. For the black color one, the older version, okay, if anyone is still using this sometimes it is harder for you to see. Okay, so you need to understand how your calculator operates. Okay, what's the y over here? You get y equals to pi over 4. Okay, same thing. So I have pi over 4 and pi over 4. Then my gradient is equals to 1. Now I'm going to substitute into y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Okay, let's substitute in y minus pi over 4 equals to 1x minus pi over 4. Okay, we simplify it. It's going to be x minus pi over 4. And the final one you get is just y equals to x. Must your calculator be in radian mode for this? Yes. Okay, for this part, doesn't matter, but for the top part, yes. You don't put in radian mode, your answer you'll get a different answer. You'll get an answer, but it's a totally wrong answer. It may look right if you don't know what are the values. Your gradient, you'll get 2 pi. Then your final answer will be wrong already, right? You try keying it again. Okay, if you are not confident to type the whole thing in, like you see what I did here, I break it down. I broke it down like that. Okay, whole paper was okay until now. Okay, it's okay lah. You donate some marks to me. Okay, because life is not perfect. No, I'm kidding. Just try to get 100 marks if you can. Okay. Any more question? Okay, any more question here? All right, so radian mode, yes, this one 100% need radian mode because always think sine cos tangent. Okay, the calculator will process the value in radian mode if you change it to radian mode. So if you put in pi over 4, right, it doesn't know that the value is radian. It will read it as pi over 4 degrees, because pi over 4 is also a value, and it can be a degree value also, just a very small degree value, 3.142 divided by 4. Okay? All right, let's go next one. Question C. Use your answer to part A to find the exact value for integrate 0 pi over 6, 2x cos 2x dx. Okay, yeah, this will not continue with B, right? Okay, how do we do this? We need to identify the form first. Okay, what's this form here? The form is U and V. Okay, U and V. Product rule form, can we integrate? Right now, cannot. Okay, right now cannot. So the reason why they say use your answer to part A, there's a reason. This is called reverse differentiation. However, once you're after IGCSE, you all will know how to do this without using this reverse differentiation form. Okay, there's this thing called integration by parts. All right, integration by parts, then you can do this already. So anyway, we don't have to know that one first. So we go back to question A. When I differentiate y equals to x sine 2x, I will get 2x cos 2x plus sine 2x. That means if I reverse the process, because the meaning of integration is reverse differentiation. Okay, let's write this down first. Y equals to x sine 2x dy over dx is equals to 2x cos 2x plus sine 2x. I want to bring it down. Okay, this part here. So if I differentiate, I will get this. If I integrate, I will get back to the question again. So we will use this if we see a product rule form or a quotient rule form, because we cannot integrate it by normal way. But we will learn it next time when you all go to college. Okay, next time when you all do A-level, maybe teacher will have a class also for you all. Okay, anyway, we will write that equation here first. Integrate 2x cos 2x plus sine 2x dx is equals to x sine 2x. So we only want this part here, integrate 2x cos 2x. The other part I don't want. Okay, there's a sine 2x here. So I'm going to separate it. Integrate 2x cos 2x dx plus integrate sine 2x dx equals to x sine 2x. I want just 2x cos 2x. This part here, I move to the right-hand side. So integrate. Okay, once again, this part don't need to write until so detailed. You can straight away jump to this step. X sine 2x minus integrate sine 2x dx. Okay, can you hear? Okay, so this is the first thing we need to understand first. Now we put in, because this is called a definite integral, when they give you the x1 and x2, you can just add on to it. Okay, so here, okay, wait, let's integrate this one first. Okay, sine 2x, what will you get? Sine 2x, so x sine 2x plus 1 over 2 cos 2x. Okay, can you hear so far? Okay, do you need to write the plus c? A proper form actually need, but because actually we are doing a definite integral here. Okay, so don't need lah. Okay, don't need to find the c. The c eventually will cancel off also. So now what I want you to do is you are going to put that 2 value. Okay, I'm just going to write it. Yeah, don't need to write. Don't need to write. Okay, now if you do until here, you can just continue. Okay, maybe don't want to do so ugly lah, the working. So now I'm going to put 0 pi over 6 2x cos 2x dx equals to x sine 2x plus 1 over 2 cos 2x 0 to pi over 6. Okay, so definite integral, you substitute the pi over 6 and the 0 inside. So pi over 6 sine, this one you can straight away write the value if you want. Pi over 3 plus 1 over 2 cos pi over 3. Minus 0 sine 0 plus 1 over 2 cos 0. Okay, take note on this. Don't assume your sine cos tangent 0 is 0. Use your calculator to check. Because cos 0 is not 0. Okay, cos 0 is what? 1. Okay? So we too many students also, when you all see this, okay, sine 0, 0. You all never use calculator to check. Cos 0, 0. No, cos 0 is 1. Sine 0 is 0, but cos 0 is 1. Okay, put into calculator this. They say they want it in exact value, right? So here, you will get, okay, you all put it in radian mode first. Okay, if you all use the, I think if you all use this, okay, if you are using 570EX, immediately they will give you the exact value also. This is the advantage of it. Okay, otherwise, all of these are called special angles. If you all learn in Trigo, the very first part, they actually teach you how to derive special angles, which is 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. But we don't want to waste time doing that. That's why please go get this calculator. Okay, so pi over 6, this will be sec 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2. Okay, cos pi over 3. Pi over 3 will be 1 over 2. Then minus 1 over 2. Pi sec 3 over 12 plus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2. Okay, how do I get exact value? Which calculator are you using? 570EX or MS? EX. Are you in radian mode? Radian mode. Okay. Reset the calculator first. Just reset the calculator. So you press shift 9, 3 equal. If you leave in a decimal, no, wrong. Wrong. No marks. They say they want it in exact value. 0.203 is not the exact value. Okay, everyone, please learn how to do this. Okay, even if you get exact value, then you go change to decimal form. Don't have the last marks. Yeah, I know. You say your okay, Vanessa, which calculator are you using? 5701. EX or MS? Okay, EX. EX, by default, it should give you exact form. You all try and see. Okay, you all just try and see. So type in, okay, can you all? Okay, I think I know why already. You all go type this whole thing together, right? Correct or not? Okay, I teach you all how to do. When you want to do it in exact value, write this individually. Don't type the whole thing into the calculator like that. The calculator not so smart also lah. Okay, you all type sine pi over 3. Okay, sine pi over 3 is your trick. Okay, but it needs to be in radian mode first. Okay, you all see sine pi over 3, what do you get? You all get sec 3 over 2 right now? Okay. This is how you get it. This is how you get it. Okay, so this is something to take note. For exact value, okay, for exact value, don't type everything immediately in calculator. Okay, break it down part by parts because the calculator cannot process the value, especially when got another pi there. Is it better to change your battery before exam? Your calculator a bit glitchy right now. You think you need to change battery already? Yeah, for me, for every exam, since primary school, secondary school, college, until uni, I always got 3 calculators when I go exam. Okay, somehow, right, there is a I don't know, like maybe like it's called the calculator curse. When you go to exam that time, your calculator suddenly give up on you. Yeah, so just in case, okay, at least have I would say have 2 calculators. Okay, when you go to exam. In primary school, you're using calculator. I'm from Chinese school, that's why. Chinese school. No, actually primary school don't have, right? Secondary school. Your spare is 570 MS, not that good. Yeah, so get two of it on the 570EX. There are limits part of calculus. No, out of your syllabus already. Okay, limits. I know they taught you, right, in integration, the first part. You don't need to know. They're all in college. Okay. Marvin say what? Is sec 3 over 12 pi. Same thing lah. Hey, same thing. Same value. Okay, you want to put 3 over 12 pi minus 1 over 4 also can. Also can. Even if you, okay, another one, if you want to join all together, also can. They never ask you to put in a specific form, but it needs to be in exact value, meaning you cannot put it into decimal form. Decimal form, then they minus you. They won't give you marks already. You have 3 class suites that you can sell. Am I interested? Not really, but maybe give your signature, then you can make a profit out of it. Okay, everyone good? This part, okay, understand how to do exact value already. I just want you all to be very careful on this type of question. Okay, if you all are okay, type 8 in the chat for question 8. All right, let's move on to question 9. Question 9 is on series. Okay, series is the second part of series. Okay, by the way, just to take note a little bit, series in the old syllabus don't have so that means if you're trying to find questions from before 2020, there are no series type of question, the arithmetic and geometric series. Okay, so if you want extra exercise on it, just look after 2020 paper onwards. Okay, 2020 paper onwards, or later on when I give you all the hot topical past year question, the questions are included there already. Okay, so let's look at question 9a. Arithmetic progression has 12 terms. The sum of the first 3 terms is 36. The sum of the last 3 terms is 72. Find the first term and the common difference. Okay, first term A, common difference D. Let's translate the sentence over here into the equation. So what are the terms that, okay, what is the formula that we need? If you ever forget, don't need to worry. Go to your page 2, look at here. Arithmetic series. Okay, write down, just copy down this value, the formula first. This is your nth term. Okay, this is nth term. This one is sum of n terms. Okay, so copy the, okay, if you don't know, then you figure out from the formula itself. So the sum of n terms formula, I'll just write both here. N term is a plus n minus 1 d. Sum of n terms, 1 over 2 n 2a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, there's actually one more, right? You all look at the formula there. There's actually one more. Do you all know when are you going to use that one? You all see the Sn, there's a 1 over 2n bracket a plus l. When they give last term, correct? Okay, so you all just take note, there's actually 3 formulas for n terms, arithmetic series. This, you all see here, there's another one, right? A plus L. We seldom use this one. Okay? This one, only if question given last term. That means one of the statement, right, when they say in the question, the last term of this sequence is equals to, let's say, 1000, then only we use this one here. Okay, this is something to take note. But if they never say that value, then we just use over here. Even if they say here, you say the sum of the last 3 terms, we don't use this one. That one is specifically L is your last term of the entire series. Okay, let's go to the question here. We know that 12 terms. The sum of the first 3 terms is negative 36. Okay, so we will write this first. S3 is equals to negative 36. Which formula we use? The Sn formula. So 1 over 2 multiplied by 3, 2a plus 2d. Okay, n minus 1. N minus 1 is 2, d equals to negative 36. Okay, over here, what can we do? 3 over 2. Okay, 3 over 2, 2a plus 2d equals to negative 36. This can be 3a plus 3d equals to negative 36. Okay, can I do anything here? We can divide it by 3, but later on, okay, we see what is the other equation first. So this one we need to do a simultaneous equation. Okay, sum of the last 3 terms. We know this has 12 terms. That means 10 term, 11 term, and 12 terms. Okay, which formula do you want to use? Which formula do you want to use? This one actually got two ways to do it. You can do S12 minus S9. Okay, this one the sum of the last three terms. Okay, two ways to do it. You can do S12 minus S9, or okay, what's another way? Term 10 plus term 11 plus term 12. Okay, you did differently. Term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3. Then term 10, term 10, 11, term 12. Also can. Okay, also can. Okay, so even for the first one, actually, you can do term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3. Eventually, you'll get the same answer also, right? Okay, so main thing over here is actually not the steps. You get the equation. Some of you, because there's multiple ways that you all can do this question. Okay, for me, this one, I will do term 10, term 11, term 12. So a plus n minus 1d. So here, we will get a plus 9d plus a plus 10d plus a plus 11d is equals to 72. Okay, simplify this. 3a plus 9 plus 10 plus 11, 30. D equals to 72. Okay, everyone got this? 3a plus 30d equals to 72. Okay, so now I got two equations. I can do simultaneous equation. Okay, so if you want to make it as a subject, a equals to something, d equals to something, doesn't matter. Okay, so I won't go into detail on all the different steps. I think this one, you all should be able to know how to do. Okay, so I'm going to do elimination here. You want to do substitution, also can. I'm going to take equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay, equation 2 minus equation 1. 30d minus 3d, I'll get 27d. 72 minus 36, I'll get 108. D is equals to 108 divided by 27, 4. Okay, as long as you get 4, should be correct already. However type of simultaneous equation that you all do also doesn't matter. Then I will substitute D into one of the equation. Okay, substitute D into, okay, let's do equation 1. 3a plus 3 times 4 equals to negative 36. 3a, okay, minus 36 minus 12, you get minus 48. A is equals to negative 16. Okay, for me, I'm a bit paranoid, okay, because I don't trust myself when I do mathematics, especially in exam. So when you all do simultaneous equation, type this into your calculator. Just double check it, triple check it. Okay, anyone don't know how to use calculator to do simultaneous equation? For 570EX. Okay, why I like, for me personally, I like to do elimination if it's like a normal type, is because I can always, in this form itself, I can use the calculator to just check first. Then only I show the working. I'm a bit paranoid because 1 plus minus sign make a mistake, then the whole thing wrong already. You can do this for mathematics also. Okay, this one I think easy, right? So 5 marks over here. Okay, so for question B, this is on geometric progression. The first 3 terms of a geometric is 1, 1.2, 1.44. Find the smallest value of n such that the sum of the first n terms is greater than 500. Okay, first 3 terms is 1, 1.2, 1.44. Okay, we need to find what are the values first. Okay, we write down the formula. Okay, what are the formula here? So your n term is AR to the power of n minus 1. Then this one is A bracket 1 minus R to the power of n over 1 minus R. Okay, write this down somewhere first. Okay, first thing, I find what's my A and my R from these values here first. So A is your first term, 1. R is, you take the next term divided by the previous term. So you get R is 1.2. Okay, they say sum of the first n terms first greater than 500. Okay, so as n more than 500, we put into the formula. Okay, 1 minus 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 1 1.2 to the power of n over 1 minus 1.2 more than 500. Okay, go and solve for this over here. So here you get 1 minus 1.2 to the power of n. Here is negative 0.2. Okay, maybe we don't need to keep writing. So here, what will you get? 500 times negative 0.2, you get negative 10. Okay, negative 1.2 to the power of n. Okay, hold on a minute. Negative 100. Okay, negative 100, here will be negative 101, 1.2 to the power of n more than 101. Okay, then here, we can do log or ln. Yeah, I'll just use ln 1.2 to the power of n, ln 101. Okay, when do we use ln? Unknown power. Okay, because I want to bring the power down. Oh, sorry. Do I? Okay, Venetia asked a good question. Okay, I need to change the symbol, right? Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm so confused here already. Here should change symbol. Change symbol. Can use equal sign. If I write, actually cannot. You can in the working, but your final one, how do you know whether it's more than or less than the value? Okay, wait, I think there's something wrong with the working here. Okay, so here, more than 500. Okay, sorry. Here, by right, I should be changing the symbol here as well. Okay, so this is why I shouldn't skip step here. Okay, so you all see over here, okay, this one is by right negative 0.2, right? Negative 0.2. So when I multiply or divide on a negative, okay, multiply or divide negative, symbol change. So here, by right, this part here, I need to change the direction. Got it? This one still remain. Then here, because I multiply by negative again, so now it will be like that. Okay, so it's 1.2 to the power n more than 101. Okay, so you see here, this part here, multiply, negative. Okay, this one I multiply negative 0.2. Then over here, I multiply negative 1. So symbol change again. Okay, now you bring it. Okay, so this one will follow like this. N ln 1.2 more than ln 101. Okay, another thing also when you all do inequalities and you all do log and ln, you have to check the values here, your ln 101 and ln 1.2, whether it's a negative value or not. It means individually. Okay, so type in the calculator, okay, whether you do log or ln 101 is 4.615, so positive. Ln 1.2, 0.182, also positive. If negative, right? Okay, if the value here is negative and you bring it, divide over here, the symbol need to change again also. Got it? Okay, so this one, n is more than ln 101 over ln 1.2. Okay, type in the calculator, 101 divided ln 1.2. Okay, you get 25.3, where your n is equals to 26. Okay, so just now Marvin asked, right, can you write, that means do this whole thing by doing equals? Okay, by right can. Okay, by right can. I don't think they're very strict on this one. But if you determine, right, how do you know which one, whether it's 26 or 24? So I would assume that you go and try an error, you substitute it back in, right? Correct enough? Okay, because you do until n equals to 25.3. right? Then after that, how do you know whether it's 26 or 25? You thought always round up, No, no, no. You have to follow the inequality symbol. Because yeah, you need to follow the inequality symbol. Okay, it's not always round up, man. Sometimes might be rounding down. Okay, any question here? Yeah, less than, then you have to round down. So if the equation came until here, this second last line is n less than 25.3, then your answer will be 25. Okay, if you are good, type 9 for this question here. Okay, let's go. Last one. Okay, last one, I think this is where a lot of students get stuck. If you all get stuck in exam for a proving or show type of question, please keep it first. Okay, don't waste your time doing it. All right, the moment you get stuck, don't cancel off also. And especially if this question is in the middle of the paper, you all skip it first. Later on, only come back to the question again. Because here normally you won't continue to the next question. They are just asking you to prove. Then even until your final step, if you still get stuck, you just write something down, then write a big bracket right there, shown or proven. Just do that, okay? So this is what I want you all to do. All right, so how to do this question here? There are many ways that you can do. I'll show you the way that I do. So when you all do this type of question also, what I want you all to be thinking of, right? You need to begin with the end in mind also. Okay, so you have to analyze both right-hand side and left-hand side. Like what is the form that you want to achieve at the end of the day? And you always take the more complicated side to start first. Because same like life also, right? You don't make your life hard. You want to simplify your life. Okay, so take from the left-hand side because it is more complicated. So my goal is that I want to have two terms, sine x plus cos x. Okay, so maybe from here a bit hard to see. So what we can do, let's try to think. Okay, don't have the cotangent and tangent, all this, right? So we try to take away all of these first. That means our form, we only want sine and cos to exist. So cot, we can write it as, okay, this one can be written as 1 minus cos x over sine x because tangent is sine over cos. Then plus cos x, 1 minus sine x over cos x. Okay, I want to simplify the bottom part. So let's do this into one fraction at the bottom. So sine x minus cos x over sine x plus cos x over cos x minus sine x over cos x. Okay, this one what I did here, multiply by sine x over sine x. This one multiply by cos x over cos x. Okay, then here, okay, we have to know how this kind of fraction works. Okay, I've explained it quite a number of times also. If you got A divided by B over C, how can you simplify this equation? It is AC over B. Okay, why? Why is it like this? This is the shortcut way, but why is it like this? A divided by B over C, A times C over B. Therefore, A C over B. Okay, so here, the sine x and this sine x, this one will multiply, go up. This one multiply, go up. So it becomes sine square x over sine x minus cos x plus cos square x, cos x minus sine x. Okay, so here, it looks similar already, right? So what can you do to make it join together? Okay, because normally when you got sine square and cos square, you want to think about the identities. What are identities? You go to here. Okay, so I give you all a tip for any type of showing type of question. Whenever you see any sine square, cos square, tangent square, cotangent square, whatever, trigo square, think about this part here. Okay? So can you use one of these? Got a sine square and cos square. Okay, so this is what I will do. I'll join both the fraction together first. How to join both the fraction together? Now this is, bottom here is sine x minus cos x, but this is cos x minus sine x. Question is, can I make this to sine x minus cos x? Can, right? Okay, I'm going to multiply by negative. (-1 over (-1). So this can be written as sine square x, sine x minus cos x minus cos square x, and this part sine x minus cos x, like that. Then now I can join it together. Sine square x minus cos square x over sine x minus cos x. Okay, so even though I say sine square x and cos square x, you might need to think about the identities. Okay, so here, actually don't need. Can I simplify? Sine square x, cos square x. Okay, look like that. We can use a plus b, a square minus b square equals to a plus b, a minus b. Okay, so sine x plus cos x, sine x minus cos x. Here, sine x minus cos x. This part here cancel, and you get sine x plus cos x. Okay, write this big. Even if you don't know, write down the final answer, write it big. Right, shown. Okay, if you cannot get it right, at least you go confuse the marker. That's what I always tell students to do. Okay, if you all use any other ways, you all get the answer. That means if you use the trigo identity and all, might be, I think, a bit longer, but doesn't matter. As long as you can get the final answer, you will be correct. Right? Okay, there are various ways that you all can do it. Okay, we are going to do the one last final question for today. Solve the equation 9 cot x plus 3 cosec x equals to tangent x for 0 to 360 degrees. Now, I have cot, cosec, tangent. My goal for this type of equation is try to simplify it to one trigo only, either sine, cos, or tangent. Can we do that? Okay, can we simplify to one trigo? So one trigo. So for cot, I will write it as cos x over sine x. Cosec, 1 over sine x. Tangent, sine x over cos x. So these two, on the left-hand side, I can join it together to one fraction. After I join it to one fraction, let's cross multiply like that. Okay, so here you get 9 cos square x plus 3 cos x equals to sine square x. Okay, this one is still not good because I got two trigo. So either I change it all to cos or I change it all to sine. Okay, for me, okay, this one we change it all to cos because this one I cannot change. Square I can change using identity. Okay, so if you are deciding should I change to cos or sine, think about changing the trigo square. Okay, so here we are going to use this identity, sine square x plus cos square x equals to 1. Sine square x equals to 1 minus cos square x. Okay, let's change that. 9 cos square x plus 3 cos x equals to 1 minus cos square x. Shift everything to the left-hand side, you'll get 10 cos square x plus 3 cos x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, we need to identify that this is a quadratic equation. So I'm going to let cos x equals to, okay, let's say y. 10y squared plus 3y minus 1 equals to 0. Factorize it. 5y minus 1. 2y plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, wait. I will send this paper to you all later. Okay, y is equals to 1 over 5. Y is equals to negative 1 over 2. Okay, I like this question. Why? Easy lah. 0 to 360. Only the initial part hard. Okay, so now we change it back to the y to cos x. Yeah, it's not the hard one. Only the initial part hard. Okay, hard but not really hard lah. Okay, so cos x equals to 1 over 5. So first thing we find what is our base angle. Okay, base angle, you are going to ignore whether it's positive or negative first. So this you will get 78.5 degrees. So we're going to do ASTC right now. This is cos is positive. Okay, which quadrant? A and C. Quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. Okay, how to find quadrant 1 and quadrant 4? This is x equals to alpha. This is x is 360 degrees minus alpha. So my final answer will be x is 78.5 degrees. 360 minus 78.5, you get 281.5 degrees. Okay, we're going to do for this one here, base angle. Okay, base angle, especially for those who are not so good over here, right? What you got to do? You got to remember, base angle, this one, ignore negative symbol first. Okay, so if there's a negative symbol to it, you don't put the negative symbol into the calculation. Otherwise, you see, if you get, you type in shift cos negative 0.5, let's see what you get. Okay, you only will get one answer, 120. Okay, so my advice is you put like that, alpha, you find what's the base angle first, inverse cos 1/2, so 60 degrees. Then you only determine here. Cos is negative, quadrant 2 and 4, ASTC. 2 and 4, how to calculate the angle here? This will be 180 minus alpha, 180 plus alpha. X is equals to, okay, what's 180 minus alpha? You will get 120 degrees and then 240 degrees. Okay, all this is within the domain, right? Okay. All right, any question here? Question 10. Okay, you put 78.46. Okay, you're lucky because this one, they somehow say they accept. Okay, they accept it. Yeah, full marks, full marks. Okay, but try your best to follow the instructions. Okay, they say 1 decimal place, right? Let's follow 1 decimal place. It's the instruction that's given in the first page. Okay, so 3 significant figures for normal kind of values, 1 decimal place for angles. Okay, you all are good. Type number 10 here, and then we'll wrap this up and I'll send this paper to you all. Okay, all good, all good. All right, so this is the end of October 2023, paper 2.